To San Francisco's fentanyl crisis, a survey asking San Francisco voters whether drug dealers who are undocumented should be denied protection under the city's sanctuary laws. The overwhelming majority said yes. The survey was conducted by polling firm EMC, and the results were given to ABC-7 News reporter Leanne Melendez, who's joining us live in the newsroom with more on this. Leanne.
Well, Julian, to my knowledge and those who conducted the survey, this is the first time that voters have been asked that very specific question. And it's very telling. After years of seeing the drug crisis and knowing that thousands of people have died on our streets, potential voters are weighing in. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, and as expected, the streets of the Tenderloin are buzzing around the highly addictive and potentially fatal drug fentanyl. Over the past 3 years, San Francisco has seen about 2,000 deaths directly linked to drug overdoses. About 1,500 of those are attributed to fentanyl. In a survey of 500 potential voters in San Francisco, a poll conducted by the national firm EMC Research asked, should fentanyl felony dealing not have sanctuary city protections? 70% say they supported denying sanctuary protection, 20% opposed it, and 10% did not know or refused to answer. Here's how the CEO of EMC interprets those findings.
And I think it probably is frustration around acknowledging that there's a problem.
Supervisor Matt Dorsey, a recovering addict, currently has a proposed ordinance that would exclude fentanyl felony dealing from being protected under sanctuary city laws.
I think we can make a minor adjustment to our sanctuary city policies to add the deadliest crime in San Francisco history to a list of crimes that many of them are less serious than fentanyl dealing.
Say it once, say it twice. We will not put up with it.
But it's unlikely that his ordinance will pass, as a few supervisors have objected, including Hillary Ronan, who claims many of the undocumented drug dealers are on the streets against their will.
There are people that lure immigrants to San Francisco in the promise of getting construction jobs. And then when they're here, they threaten that if they don't participate in selling drugs, that they will harm family members back home and they know where they live. That is a reality that's happening in San Francisco.
We went to the heart of the Tenderloin to ask those who were openly dealing if that was true. Were they promised a construction job and instead ended up dealing in drugs? One by one, they refused to answer my questions. But a longtime resident who knows many of the drug dealers here confirmed Ronan's claims.
That's like 80% of people out here. From my understanding, that a lot of people come out here with the illusion that they're going to come work construction or some sort of labor job and end up selling drugs out here.
But Tom Wolf, a recovering fentanyl and heroin addict who says he assisted drug dealers, insists that many are not victims of the narco trade.
I know that they're having custom-built homes made, constructed in their country of origin. They've shown me pictures on their phone. I used to help them wire money back to their native country because I had an ID and they did it because they're undocumented.
So how will lawmakers like Supervisor Dorsey use the results of this survey?
It allows them to kind of do a check, right? Am I thinking the same thing that my voters are thinking?
It is good to know that if this is something that we do go to voters with next year, I think I would have very strong support from voters. So that is going to weigh on some of my decision making about what we do next year.
So there are 46 felony crimes in San Francisco, 46 that are not protected under the sanctuary city ordinance. This clearly is not one of them, even though, as Supervisor Dorsey points out, there are so many people who are being killed by this drug. In the newsroom, Leanne Melendez, ABC 7 News.
Leanne, thank you.